Hi everybody, I'm Rose, the author of My Randomosity, and this is my video on my new beauty test tube, their spring 2012 test tube that was just launched in First and foremost, I want to say that I'm not going to talk about the new beauty test tube program in detail because then this video will probably end up being like an hour long, and that is just too ridiculously long for a video to be. And plus, I don't want to sound like too redundant. And if you want to learn about the program, if you know absolutely nothing about it, I'm going to flash my links. First, if you would like to read my link to the blog I wrote about my first test tube, and all this information will be down in the down bar, of course. And then if you rather not read, if you rather would watch my 33-minute long introductory video on New Beauty Test Tube, I will flash the link to that. The only subjects I'm going to touch base on that pertain to the company specifically will be the new things that I've learned about the company in the last month. So, last week I got my UPS email notification that New Beauty created my carton label, whatever, through UPS, and that was on April 2nd, with an expected delivery of the 12th, which was yesterday, and I actually got my test tube in on time yesterday. I was very happy to have gotten that email because if you read my blog or if you watch my first video, I mentioned in them that I only got an email from UPS when the package was delivered. So it was very nice for me to get the email notifications of, you know, when the carton was created, when it was shipped out, when it was transferred to the post office, and then my expected delivery date, which was nice. The second thing I want to talk about is, again, if you read my blog, or if you watched my video on my winter 2011 test tube, my test tube was completely different from the one that was advertised on the website and from the ones all over YouTube with the different haul videos. And I just could not figure it out. Why was mine so different? I liked mine actually a lot better because it had a lot of cosmetics mixed in. But I just couldn't figure it out until a couple weeks ago. I've become pretty addicted to watching the YouTube videos. It seems all my friends on my Xbox Live account are like, dude, you watch beauty videos all the flipping time. Well, I finally watched a video on a QVC new beauty test tube from 11 months ago, and lo and behold, it matched my test tube almost exactly, except my test tube had the extra L'Oreal Element hairspray in it. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, or the third thing, I've lost count. New Beauty is known for charging your card, your credit card, when they're in the process of shipping your test tube out. I received my first one on March 12th, and could not help but notice, but my credit card was charged again on the 22nd. Even though the website listed that my next test tube would not be shipped until June 12th. What's going on? So I emailed them on March 27th at 1:18 a.m. and they actually replied back to me the following, actually the same day technically, at 4:40 with a very nice descriptive response. We apologize for the confusion. The ship date shown is actually incorrect. Our system automatically creates an estimated ship date for your next test tube that is 3 months apart from your first shipment. Once you receive your second test tube, which is in the process of being shipped, the dates shown will adjust to reflect more accurate estimated ship dates. Ship dates are according to our set schedule of test tube releases, which is January, April, July, and October. We released a test tube in January and are in the process of releasing our April test tube for the spring season. Because you signed up at the very end of our last quarter, your first two test tubes will be close together. Again, we apologize for the confusion. So basically, if you join the program in December, March, June, or September, then you should be prepared for your credit card to be charged twice within like a 2 to 3 week period. Just a heads up on that. Now, before I get into my spring test tube, I want to review the products from my last test tube that I feel like I can give a proper review on. the first thing I want to talk about is the actual New Beauty magazine, and this is the Winter Spring 2011 edition. Oh, my nail polish kind of matches the colors on the cover. And if you're wondering what polish I have on Julep Parker polish, which is one of their new April Spring colors. But yeah, the magazine retails for $9.95. And I've enjoyed reading this magazine so far. But yeah, it's very informative. This magazine would be definitely helpful for you cosmetic versions out there. It touches base, of course, on the brands that maybe sponsors or endorses, but still, it's full of a wealth of cosmetic and plastic surgery knowledge. The next thing I'm going to talk about, if I can find it, is this mud mask that I got in my winter 2011 test tube. This is the Borghese Fango Active. Actually, I really like body mask. Now, at first, I was caught off guard by the color. Like, you're probably not even going to be able to really tell from my crappy camera. But do you see that? When I first looked at this stuff, I immediately thought of doo-doo. It's like a doo-doo brownish green color. If you eat a lot of green leafy vegetables, or maybe it looks like dog crap. But once you put it on your face, it doesn't really look like poop. But again, I really like this mask. It dries like a hard clay, which is great for my oily skin. And it seemed to shrink my blemishes. And this is a detoxifying mask. So ladies, a mask that is detoxifying normally draws out impurities. So what does that mean? If you have any breakouts that are waiting to break through your skin, normally after you use a mask like this, it's going to, you're probably going to wake up the next day or the next couple of days with breakouts. But, you know, that's normal. A mask like this is supposed to speed up the process, which I do feel like this mask does. So, I really like this product. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the gloss that I have on. And that was the Doris Dalton, can you see that? Okay. Doris Dalton Color Cream Lip Gloss. This is 0.21 ounces. And this is a full size. And the retail value of this is $30. Quite a bit for a lip gloss. Which you can kind of see. Sort of. This color is again, I like this gloss a lot. In my video, my first video, I inserted a clear picture of what the gloss looked like in the pot. It's a nice sheer pinky nude with glittery shimmer. Nothing too overwhelming, as you can see. I believe this is a makeup line that's created by an older woman for older women. So again, the color is, you know, not too overwhelming. Again, I do feel a slight tingling sensation when I wear it, but whether or not does it make my already huge lips any bigger, I really don't know. But again, I do like this gloss. The next thing is the Pacifica Solid Perfume. And the scent I got was the Hawaiian Ruby Guava. A third of an ounce. This was full size, and the value was $9. And as you can see, I've used quite a bit. Can you see? You see how it's almost empty? I've used quite a bit of it. I think this is a nice all-natural perfume solid. Is it really for me? Not really. The scent lasts for a few hours, but of course it's not as strong as a regular perfume solid since it's natural. The texture of it, again, reminded me of a body butter. I actually did put this on my feet once. It feels actually very moisturizing. I think if Pacifica they would actually win my vote if they somehow converted this into a body butter, because my body skin is extremely dry. Most body butters, I feel, don't have a strong fragrance, so if they created a butter as fragrant as this perfume solid, that would be the bomb diggity, and that would basically win my vote with this product. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish. And if you can see, you see this tube is almost empty. The Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer. This was a 1/4 ounce. The value was $5.29. Full size is 1.7, and it sells for $49. Now, an interesting tidbit about this primer is that you can actually use this on your hair for frizz, which is kind of cool. I think this primer has helped me in aided me in using less foundation. Again, it allowed my foundation to go on smoother, so I used less. Did I notice incredible long wear? Not really. But then again, please keep in mind, people, I have extremely, extremely oily skin. So I might just need a primer that's more heavy duty than this. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the Philosophy Inner Grace perfume, shampoo, body, and shower gel. Now, as you can see, this is empty. I am going to be reusing this bottle for whenever I travel. I like this product mostly as a shampoo. It worked fine as a shower gel and bubble bath to me. It almost felt like I had to use a lot to really create a lot of bubbles, though. And even as a bubble bath. After 5 uses of this bottle was empty. The scent was very calming, very soothing. The gel did not dry out my skin. I just think with this type of product with Philosophy, I just might need to explore other scents. Because, you know, this didn't really exactly win me over. The last product that I'm going to review for my winter test tube is going to be my the mascara that I got, and that was the Tarte let me spin this in the right direction. The Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. I actually like this mascara. It did a great job of grabbing and lengthening every lash. It has a nice big brush on it, which I don't know if you're going to be able to really make this out. But yeah, nice big brush on it. Is it the best mascara I've ever used? No. My winning combination actually is when I use 2 Clarins mascaras on top of each other. But still, it's a pretty good mascara, and it only retails for $19, which is not bad at all. Okay, so now, let me get to the fun part of this video. Me actually talking about my Spring 2012 New Beauty Edition test tube. Again, I received it today, and again, this is the New Beauty Edition and not the QVC Edition. I was very impressed again with how the package arrived. It came in this box. This cute little pink box, and again, it says test tube on the top. And then this was everything inside the box, including the lovely pink booklet that I love that talks about all the products. And then I couldn't help notice the extra little miniature little sheet that looks like a mini magazine with Kate Beckinsale on the cover. It's actually a download of the Spring Summer 2012 magazine for the iPad, which I think is very cool. I just don't have an iPad, so I don't really have a use for that. And then I noticed the first product, which was an Olay product, Oil Olay Regenerist product. And then, of course, everything was tucked inside. Do you hear that? I'm going to get into what the sound is in a second. inside of the test tube, and they did not use a clear baggie like they did the last time in the last test tube. And again, here's a pic of all my goodies, except for the YBF Plum Noir eyeliner, which I'll insert a quick picture of that. Now, let me tell you about each product individually. I kind of have everything just thrown onto my bed. Again, the first thing I'll talk about is the actual Spring Summer 2012 magazine. And it has the beautiful, the stunning Kate Beckinsale on it. Can't wait to begin reading this. The value of this is $9.95. And again, this is a quarterly magazine, so it comes out every 3 months. Now the next interesting thing I'll talk about is the 3 Spa Look gift cards that we got in this test tube. One for $10, one for $25, and then one for $50. And I'm really going to refer to these more as gift promo codes, because you do have to spend a certain amount in order to redeem these gift cards. For the $10 one, you have to spend $60 or more. For the $25 one, you have to spend $125 or more, and then for the $50 one, you have to spend first product I want to talk about is the Mally Evercolor Shadow Stick, and this is the box it came in. Kind of see that, and then this is the actual product, which you can't see the name, but this is the color Plum. Actually, the lid twist off. Very cool. Yeah, it twists like a lipstick. And then that's the color Plum, which I'm going to insert a picture of it. This is actually a full-size product, and it retails for $25. So there's basically the cost of the test tube with this one product, which is great. A creamy glide-on shadow won't crease or wear away. You can use it as a shadow, liner, or primer. It does come in lighter shades, so you can use it as a primer. Interesting fact about this is that when you put it on, you have 30 seconds to smudge, do whatever you want to do to it, and after that, it does not budge. And it really doesn't. Now, look at my hand. This is a swatch that I drew on myself like an hour ago. I've taken a shower, and you can see. She does this on QVC. I've always been skeptical, but really, I am rubbing. I am rubbing. I am rubbing. My hand is blurring. That's how fast I'm rubbing. And it is still there, not on my fingers. Pretty amazing. I can't wait to try this out tomorrow. The next product I'm going to talk about is the Neostrata Intensive Eye Treatment. This is a 0.35 ounce sample value, and this thing is valued at $52.45. Crazy. The retail is a half ounce, and that sells for 75 bucks. It smooths away crow's feet with peptides and neoglucosamine, which, while caffeine reduces puffiness, and apple stem cell extract preserves skin's youthfulness. The next product I'm going to talk about is a Moroccan oil product. Very excited since I've never tried any of these products before. The Moroccan Oil Frizz Control, and again, this is full size. 3.4 ounces. Can I see that? 3.4 ounces, and this is valued at $32. It keeps hair frizz and stag free in any weather, cold or hot, and I'm very excited to try this in this Georgia humidity. Now the next product I'm going to talk about, it came in this nice little box. The Olay Regenerist Wrinkle Revolution Complex. And it just opened like this. Had a $3 off coupon, which I think is pretty neat. And then the little sample looks like this. With the Olay Regenerist Wrinkle Revolution Complex, the sample size is 0.23 ounces. The value is $3.79. The retail is 1.7 ounces, and it costs $28. This wrinkle reducer combines Olay moisture with advanced microfillers to visibly smooth skin surface immediately, while a biopeptide B3 complex continues to reduce lines in 14 days. I'll admit that when I first saw this, I wasn't really exactly excited about it, since this is technically a drugstore, brand. But I'm very curious. It has that 14-day claim. So I am looking forward to trying it. Next is by YBF. And you're probably not going to be able to really see this because it has a nice, sexy packaging with the red metallic. And then, look at that. That's a little sharpener on the lid, which I think is really cool. But it's the YBF eyeliner in Plum Noir. Now, as you can see, this is still sealed, so I haven't swatched it, but I'm sure it's probably like a deep purple, purple blackish color. But again, check out my blog, because as soon as I use this, I will blog about it and have pictures of the actual color. And this is full size, and it's valued at $14.50. Rich plum hues are all the rage now, apparently. The silky stick emulates a deep burgundy to a Merlot shade. It does have a handy-dandy sharpener on the lid, which I think is pretty cool. Now, here's the interesting part, where this gets interesting. I'm going to talk about next the 3 Memoir Liquide products. The first one is the Encens. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I did take 7 years of French, hopefully for nothing. Encens body cream. And this is full size, 5.1 ounces. The retail value is $48, and this did come sealed. And I actually really like all 3 of these fragrances that I've gotten, which is shocking because I'm very picky about fragrances. But Memoir Liquide, they utilize the powerful sense of smell to evoke memories from the past or to create new ones for the future. The memory of gently wafting ceremonial incense in Japan, a soft smoke trailing its mysterious and sultry veil. This body cream has notes of soft amber resin, white musk, black tea, and enchanting hinoki incense. Yeah, I really like the way this smells. Very Asian smelling, very musky smelling, which is a scent that I dig. The other 2 Memoir Liquide samples or products that I got were 2 fragrance samples. The first one I'm going to talk about is this one. And this is how it came. In this little booklet. And then this talks about how the company was created, and then here's the vial. And this side talks about the actual fragrance. This is the Soleil liquid, which I believe in French means sun. The sample size is 0.03 ounces, and this value is at $1.68. Now, this perfume retails at 1.7 ounces for $95. But the Soleil liquid, they describe it as the memory of warm sunshine on a dazzling bright summer day. Notes of fresh grapefruit, tangerine, blood orange, and neroli flowers with santal and white musk. This is very citrusy, and I really like the way this smells. Now, here's the interesting part. The last fragrance sample I got, which is the one I like the most because it had this musky, sexy, like vanilla scent, which I just love. My favorite fragrance, surprisingly, was Jessica Simpson's Original Fancy. Only because when I wore that stuff, I got the most compliments on it. It just worked with my body chemistry. But again, the last fragrance I got was the Amour, which means love, of course. in French. And when I open it, do you see that vial? Yes, it arrived in my test tube completely shattered. The sound that you heard when I picked this up are the little bits of that fragrance vial just completely shattered. And, you know, in my blog, the pictures I insert, you can kind of see how this booklet is discolored. You can't really tell right now because of my crappy webcam. But yeah, this one came broken. I've emailed test tube. Don't know if it's worth it for them to send me, you know, an additional sample for free, but we shall see what they do. But again, this is the Amour liquid. The memory of exhilarating romantic love, at once soul-soothing and breathtaking. Notes of pure Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, and now the Memoir Liquide. I'm very curious as to how the last two fragrances that they have smell. Vacances, which means vacation in French, and fleur, which means flower in French. But yeah, very curious about these fragrances. I really like the way they smell. They smell very rich. Now, the next few things I'm going to talk about came in this little booklet by SkinCeuticals. You can kind of see. There we go. These, not that. There we go. These two samples. There's that one, which you can kind of see, not really. There you go. And then this one I got. But the Floritin CF Sheer Physical UV Defense SPF 50. And this is the, actually this is the Floritin CF Serum. Now the sad thing about these two samples is that there is no indication whatsoever anywhere on these or on the booklet or in the pink booklet of the sizes of these samples. So I can't really give you a value on these. The only thing I can tell you is the retail values of these two products. The serum, a 1 ounce size of this bad boy is $152. Crazy. The SPF, it comes in a 1.7 ounce tube, and that sells for $32. SkinCeuticals topical antioxidants neutralize the UV-induced free radicals not blocked by sunscreens and help provide the most complete photo-aging protection. The serum prevents the signs of premature aging for a firm, youthful complexion, and the UV defense gives you broad spectrum protection, sheer and non-irritating for even the most sensitive of skins. Really can't wait to try this stuff since it's so expensive. This is by, I know it's pronounced Perlier. Kind of see that. Can you see it? Can you see it? There we go. Perlier and Alaria body cream and Rosa di Maggio, which translates in Italian to the May Rose, which I think is funny that I got that one out of the 4 different scents that they had. This is a 1 ounce mini pot that they actually do sell. I couldn't really find a value for the mini pots that they normally sell in sets, but the actual retail values of the body creams, they normally come in 6.8 ounce size jars that retail for $24.50, so I figured this to kind of come to a value of $3.60. The Rosa di Maggio Velvet Body Veil Mini Pot is rich in moisturizing ingredients. This light and delicate cream leaves your body skin feeling soft and silky. Made in Italy, the simple and gentle touch of a rose petal on your skin. And I really like the way roses smell, not just because that's my name, but so I'm very excited. I'm actually going to give this a try tomorrow. And now, the last product. All the rage, apparently, are these BB creams. I don't really get what's the big deal about them. BB creams, which normally stands for Beauty Balm, are just anti-aging tinted moisturizers. So I will get to try this tomorrow and see what the big fuss is. But this is the Dr. Brandt Flexitone Signature BB Cream. This is a 0.25 ounce, sample value at $9.75. The retail size is 1 ounce for $39. Multifunctional anti-aging, protective, and perfecting cream that provides flawless, natural-looking coverage with the power of Flexitone. Dr. Brandt's new tone blending technology perfects and corrects most skin tones, blends seamlessly with your own skin tone, providing an alternative to traditional foundation, protects skin from UVA, UVB rays with SPF 30, provides hydration deep within the skin. Now this has something called Flexitone, so it's supposed to blend with every type of skin tone. Again, I am very tan, very olive, so we shall see tomorrow how this works. Very curious, very excited to see how this works. So, my second test tube wasn't able to use a promo code, so I paid the $29.95 for it, plus the $8.95 shipping, which equals to roughly $39. The value of this test tube, and this is also without the value of these two products, added in. It came to $202.40, which I think is awesome because my first test tube only came to a value of $143. So, yay for me! Very happy that this test tube equaled to that amount. What do I think of a test tube? Even though my one fragrance sample was broken, I still like it. I am still going to stay a member for their July launch, which will be their summer 2012 test tube. Again, stay tuned to my blog because I will keep you guys updated on what test tube decides to do to remedy my broken. Again, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Very much so appreciated. If you found this informative in the slightest, click like. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment or message me. And again, if you want to stay tuned, if you look at my page, I have nothing but hauls of the different beauty subscription brands that are out there. I think I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of favorites and actually do an April favorites where I talk about, all the products I'm currently using that I love. But yeah, if you want to stay tuned to that, you can check out my blog or click this little, I have no clue if I'm pointing in the right direction, but this little subscribe button up here. And I normally subscribe back, so if you want to click on that. Again, this is Rose, the author of my Randomosity. Again, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you ladies soon. Hope you have a good day.